So for the black tank, to dump this, remember the toilet lever has to be closed. The toilet has to be closed on the inside, and you can pull up on that blue tab right here and take it out. And it looks like this. So you have a thing here that allows you to carry it to wherever you're dumping. When it's time for you to dump your toilet waste, this spout, you just pull out like that, and then pop the cap off of this. It unscrews. And then you can dump it. So you can dump this in the same place that you're dumping your gray tank. So wherever you're dumping your gray tank, once you're done dumping the gray, you can just bring this over to that same place and empty that into the same dump site. Then you just screw the cap back on, close it, take the cassette, and just lock it back in here. And then you're good to go. So we've covered gas, the hot water heater on the outside, it's just hot to the touch. We've covered your how to dump and check the levels for your toilet waste, and the same for your gray, your sink and shower waste. Your 30 amp, this is where your plug to plug in the RV is located, and again the RV is a 30 amp plug. So your 30 amp power cord is going to be located in the back of the van. Also on your keys, this bottom one with the key in the van, that locks and unlocks only this back door here. So opening up the van doors, we store your power cord right in here. So this is your 30 amp power cord. And I'm gonna bring this around and just show you how we plug it into the RV. So this part just screws right into the van here. Okay, and then this would just plug directly into the campsite. So once you're plugged in, you're charging your house batteries, you're able to use everything inside the RV normally. You also have some 110 adapters that you will see in the back of the van. We keep them with your power cord. We give you two, you wouldn't need both, but just whichever one you use. So this allows you to change the 30 amp plug into a regular house plug. And this will charge the batteries, and you'll be able to work everything normally on the RV by plugging into just a regular 110 adapter. So and you just plug that on there, and you're able to convert it into a 110 plug. So once you're plugged in, if you're plugged in at a campsite and you think that you're not getting power inside from the campsite, just make sure you go over to wherever the campsite connection is and check and make sure that their breakers haven't been flipped. Most of the time that happens in RVs that have ACs and microwaves, which this RV does not have an AC or microwave. But sometimes the campsite, the breakers might have already been flipped. So you just want to make sure all their breakers are aligned. if you feel like you're not getting any power inside. Also, another place to check if you are not getting power inside is your house battery switch. So your house battery switch is on your passenger side main entrance to the RV, and it is right here. So I'm sure you can see that green light is on by the on button. This just needs to be on and stay on. If this is clicked off, if somebody bumps up against it and accidentally turns it off, it cuts power to everything inside. So you just want to make sure that this is in the on position. And then the third place you would need to check if you're not getting any power inside, or one of your outlets isn't working but everything else is your fuse box. So your bathroom, the bed, right below that is where your fuse box is located, and you just touch the top to open it, and then you have your breakers right here. You want to make sure they're all facing the same way. As for your fuses, if one of them blows, it will light up orange beside the fuse that is blown, so you know exactly which color and number you need to replace. And we keep extra fuses for you in your front glove box.